Bear with me, y'all. I really hope y'all can stick around for this whole video because I'm finna get into this. I watch a lot of YouTube channels, and through the YouTube channels that I watch, some are interesting, some stand out, and I don't know all the names right now, but it's a name that always sticks out to me because I watch him all the time, and some of the views that he says I get, some I don't agree with, but I'm gonna talk about him because for the simple fact that even him, he's waking up more and more, because a lot of people want to dismiss and discredit what I've been talking about since I made this channel. The people who criticize me about not working, not having an income, not being prideful as a man, everything that they have thrown at me, I took. And so, again, the guy I want to mention, and I know a lot of y'all probably know him, is Big War the Genius. And his videos are very interesting because, again, he talks about political stuff, and talk about what it is to be a man and working and making a living and taking care of your responsibilities as a man. And obviously, if you don't do those things and you're not a man, you're a punk ass little boy, as what he calls it. But even him, through the midst of this, y'all, even him, he is waking up even more. And like I said, a lot of his videos that he talk about, like, I've watched that I've seen, which I haven't watched a lot of them, but I watched to know what kind of guy he is, because he's one of those old school stand-up guys, and prideful, and basically have its morals and ethics on how men should be when it comes to the workforce and things like that. And this always watching them, because again, when you get woke like this, you start listening to people who aligns with you, right? Who can see past the bullshit. And Big War, with him, it's amazing to listen to him, right? Because again, his presence is very commanding, and people will tune into him. But one of the videos I watched yesterday, because he always dropped like one or two videos, but one of his videos he dropped yesterday talking about him losing his job because he's a truck driver, and he don't have work no more because the job literally didn't give him no warning, didn't give him anything. Basically told him that he, basically said that their work was slow, but you know what I mean. But they didn't tell him and the other coworkers that they was getting let go. And he's frustrated because again, he's one of those upstanding men that you got to go out there and get it in order to provide for your family, right? And to showcase your manhood. But see, him losing his job, right, has got him to realize even more about what's really going on out here. Because again, right, he had his channel for a couple of years now, so I haven't watched all of his videos from the past, but just watched the current videos that I watched. And even he realizes throughout the midst of what I just got through saying about working and being prideful as a man and shit like that, he realized that this is all by design. That even him, a truck driver, has lost his job. So now you got to figure out other ways to make money, because he's very passionate in what he does, and now because that job is dried up, and it's you know, probably in the next year or so, the job is going to be completely gone. And you know, as he sits home and have time to ponder on things before he get up and go do other things, because he, you know, he works out and has other side hustles and things like that, that, you know, that he does. And, you know, for him having those things, he want to be able to make sure that he can provide for his family in whatever which way possible. But even him, like I just said before, even him, he's starting to realize that this is all by design, and people need to wake up. And this is what I've been saying from the very beginning when I made this channel. And the only thing that me and him disagree on is the whole working thing, because, you know, it's been ingrained into him, you know, on what it takes to be a man in society, right? And although that's been put into me, I know that it's been a scam. And so with him fighting against the things that he believes in as far as himself, and going out there to get it, even they got him to snap out of it. And now on his channel, he's rallying his troops over there to come together, which I've been stating this, that people don't want to come together, right? And people don't want to wake up, and they don't want to get it. But now, even him, because he has a huge following, even him is saying this, that it's all by design, that he's been hoodwinked, he's been tired of being played with. And, you know, he always talks about the presidency and stuff like that, and even in his comments, he mentions to people that, you know, this is all by, you know, who votes for who, and that sort of thing, and because they voted whoever they wanted to vote in office, that we are at this point of where we are today because of that individual. And you all know what I'm talking about. And I never mention this in my videos a lot. I mean, at all. I'm going to say a lot, but at all. I don't believe in the presidency, because it's full of shit. Both sides. And people think their votes count, and it really doesn't, because this stuff is already by design and predetermined. And people sit here mindly and blindly just go to the voting polls and think that your vote counts, and it does not count. This is orchestrated by a handful of individuals that we don't know about, that we can't see, that is making fun of us each and every day of our lives. And people don't seem to realize that. Because in Big Ward's video, he said that this is bigger than the presidency. This is spiritual. Which it is. Which it is. And people don't really realize that shit. You know, the people that's well off and they got their jobs and they're thriving and doing well, they coming for their jobs too. And it may not be all the jobs just getting wiped away, but the majority of the jobs are being gone, and it won't be any jobs. And so, in Big Ward's video, he was basically rallying up the troops, basically saying to wake up. And if you don't wake up, you're gonna get left. This ain't a game no more. You know what I'm saying? And but people like him, which I admire him a lot, you know, even the hardest people who believe in the morals and values that they have about how this life works could even get broke down. And him, again, if you guys haven't seen this channel, go look him up. His name is Big Water Genius. He talks about all of this shit that I've been talking about. That people need to wake up, man. They do. Because again, the powers that be out here, they are going to continue to keep doing this. And the only way we're going to be able to withstand them is if we all stick together. And I've said to you guys a couple of times in my videos that it's going to force people to come together that don't want to come together. It's going to make them do it. And now, because the people that fought against it, they're saying that, hey, we need to, we're prideful, we out here, we need to work to make a living, and we need to earn some money. And if we don't earn our money, we can't live. Again, keep telling y'all, man, that it's bigger than that. And again, I'm not knocking nobody who works is working a 9 to 5, right, or a 10-hour shifts, because I did all that, right. But again, them moving the goalposts to make sure your life is miserable, they're gonna keep doing it, and they've been doing it for centuries, man. Because everybody, to some degree, is conforming, and they don't want to band together. And so we run into these problems because people want to be ignorant, and they see something that they know is very well true, but they'll let it go over their heads because they don't want to face the music and realize that this shit is bigger than them. And so, for those out there of you guys who's prideful, who want to talk a lot of shit and speak about people who don't want to work a 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be, just ask yourself these questions, man. Think about it. You're feeding into a system that's designed to keep you down. And you got to navigate your way around that shit because they keep it like this on purpose. They keep you feeding into the system to where you're reliant on them. And if they got to take bodies by sucking the life out of you or literally unaliving you, they're gonna do it. And these people that is in denial, who just keep talking a lot of shit, y'all don't get it, man. Y'all don't get it. It's got people out here who's super duper strong like Big Water and other people that is getting broken down behind this and is stressed the fuck out behind this. But they don't have to be stressed out because, again, this is all by design, and nobody on this planet should be going through this, but we are. And even him, as well as other people that's strong as him, are breaking down. And they're starting to get it. They're starting to get it because it's bigger than them. Like, I want you guys to look up the definition of hoodwinked. And when you guys come up with that definition of hoodwinked, you come in the comments and you drop some messages in the comments to let me know what that definition is. Also, too, look up the word bamboozle. Look it up. This is something that I'm not here to preach to you guys on. I'm just here to spread a message, man, because it's real out here. It's real out here. And people don't really realize it, man. Because we've been so divided for so long because of capitalism. And now because their livelihoods are getting taken away, they realizing that, damn, this is all by design, and they've been fooled and tricked. And see, for me, I've always known this. Again, it's just that I knew from the very beginning back then, back then, that something was off. Very off. Before I even became a grown man, I knew something was off. And now this shit is coming full circle so bad that it's making people that even bury the deepest part of their soul that they're trying to hide down. That they're trying to hide, right? They're trying to basically be in denial of something that's really happening out here, and they don't realize it. And then Now they all of a sudden starting to get it, right? But they still would try to fight and say, hey, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, blah, 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 blah. But they don't understand it's bigger than it, man. That even back then when people had it better, right? This was all by design. All of it. And until us, we need to change it. Meaning that come together, until we do something about it, it's going to be like this. And people are tired, man, because they've given themselves to these companies. And all the while, we wasn't taught to be self-sufficient, right? Except for people who out there, right, selling drugs, right? Which I don't condone that, because I did it before, but I don't condone it because it's hurting our people. That was a way to be self-sufficient, but that's not the meaning of being self-sufficient when you're doing stuff to hurt other people. We're talking about the righteous way. And the people who don't get it, man, it's just, they're gonna be left behind, man. And I can't say sorry. I feel sorry for people who don't get it, because this stuff out here that's happening to us is happening right in front of our faces, that has never happened in history, and you still don't get it. You see, these people who are waking up are chosen people. I believe in my humble heart, because they didn't close their brain off. They kept it open. You know what I'm saying? And the people who didn't keep their mind open, they get inside their heads. They cracking up the skull. They crack open the skull, and to put some information into their head to let them know, hey man, this is something deeper than you, and to really, really, really wake up, man. Wake up. Only thing I can do is sit back and just, hope for the best for these people, man, who sit back and be in denial, man. There's no other way I can put it, man. Again, go check out Big War's video, or just check out his channel, period, man. He's an OG out here, and he knows what he's talking about. Get right, y'all. I'm talking about get right, like as far as coming together, man, because this stuff is coming in waves, man. Because it's coming in waves, I think people are not going to understand, man, when it really hits. So that's it, y'all. My phone has obviously getting low. It's getting ready to die. So my screen probably went dim. Y'all probably have seen me at lower brightness because of my phone getting ready to die. But I wanted to put this video out, man, because I had made a live earlier, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna make another video, but because I watched Big War's video, and I want to touch on this. That was very, very important. And so I ask you guys, man, just sit back. Don't let life be too busy to where you can't sit back and think, man. Because if you don't think, they got you. If you don't try to do something about it, they got you. And again, this is not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time, but with each and every one of us that come together, something could be done. We don't know, but we got to get ready. So, that being said, you guys, man, y'all please like and share this video, and see if it'll resonate with somebody. And just stay healthy, man. Stay healthy and stay positive as much as you can. And just think about what I said.